Hey guys, and welcome back to the Chaotic Kitz Channel, where I, Michelle, document my life here on YouTube as I try to become a full-time author whilst traverse the world with multiple personalities. If that sounds interesting to you, stick around. But today we're going to be talking about April, how it went for me, and we're also going to be talking about the month of May and what my goals are for the month. So if that sounds exciting to you, stick around. But I say let's just jump into it, shall we? First of all, I just want to say you have no idea how badly I want to keep saying March instead of April or May. It's just been I've been thinking March, March, March. But anyways, how are you? So April. It has been kind of a lot for me. I've just been going on this roller coaster of emotions the last several weeks. Actually, it kind of was happening towards the end of March. I was just ignoring it. But yeah, it's kind of hit to the point, like, especially last week and the beginning part of this week, like, I was just a complete and utter train wreck. Like, I could not function pretty much. Like, not necessarily function in a bad way. Like, I could do the necessary things, but, like, I say necessary things, but even that was a stretch. But, like, I refused to sit at my computer for like 5 days on end. I was like, I would come to my computer, I would be like, okay, I'm gonna do something. I'd get to my computer, have it on, and I'm just like, yeah, no, not happening, kind of thing. And that would happen for like 5 days in a row. There were a couple days that I was like, I'm just not even gonna try. I'm just gonna lay in bed. And I've been sleeping in till dang near 10 o'clock lately, which I was trying to get up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. And especially since me and my dad are working on the house now, I'm like, oh, I need to get up at 6 o'clock so then I can be ready for whenever he comes over and I'll have time in the morning to do some writing. There was one day I was trying to record a video of this like first 6 a.m. writing challenge so I could then so what my game plan was is to like get up at 6:30 pray a rosary, 7 o'clock write, about 8:45 stop for the day or stop for the time period, go downstairs, get ready for dad, and from until dad got off, like until we finally stopped working, it would probably be 4 or 5 o'clock, and then I'll go into my religious prayer time and stuff. But that didn't happen. That happened for one day, and then the second day I was like, I'm so tired, I'm not going to do this. The next day, not even going to attempt. And that's how I would say my depression cycle started, but I think it was happening before then. I'm finally actually starting to feel a little bit better, which is so nice. Like I said, it's been a lot of days of not working. I somehow managed to write 20 days this month, but I'm still like, I don't know how that's possible, because like last week was just rough. And yeah, it was just a really rough week. And yeah, it was just a rough time, not really doing too well. I actually read a chapter in my complex PTSD book yesterday or a couple days ago. And it was a chapter about what if I was never hit? Because I was never hit as a child. I kind of like I can't even remember any time I was ever hit. Like there was one time I got hit, but that was because I was literally forcing my mom's hand. Um, but like she felt bad afterwards, and I kind of just laughed because I'm a terrible person. I just wanted to see how far I could push her before she had hit me. Um, I was a I was moody teenager. Um, but yeah, so I was just doing this chapter, and I was like going through all these memories and stuff. And I do realize that I was emotionally neglected as a child, but I don't know if it was necessarily because of my relationship with my parents. And I think it was not necessarily my relationship with my parents. It was more that I was just a moody person. I went through so many ebbs and flows in my like emotions on a regular basis. It was incontrollable. And that makes me wonder, like I am always somebody who dissociates very easily. I have some sort of multiple personality. It's either dissociative identity disorder or OSDD, which is other specified dissociative disorder. And I'm just so easy to dissociate in situations. That's why I have multiple alters. Well, not the reason why, but I just have all these altars and I'm slowly trying to uncover them. Uncover them sounds weird, but like I'm just trying to slowly discover who they are. There's also been some like shifts and updates to the system, which is kind of normal. But it takes a lot out of you whenever you're having like these huge, monumentous shifts in your environment. Like, not necessarily in your environment, like physical environment, but like mental headspace. And so that's partially another reason why I've been going through so many ebbs and flows, and well, not ebbs, it's just been downs. But yeah, so I'm starting to feel better, like I said. In the month of May, I want to say March so badly. In the month of May, I really do want to try to stick to the 6 a.m. writing routine, just so then I'll have the mornings to write, because writing is writing makes me happy. And then in the afternoon, work on the house with Dad. If Dad doesn't come over, then I can have whatever time to myself. Or I can just, well, yeah, I can do whatever I want. And then in the evening, I can work on my book, like, not work on my books, but work on my spiritual time. Because I don't know if I told you this, but, like, even my religious time, I have been absolutely terrible at. I haven't been reading my Bible for, like, the last 2 weeks, probably. I haven't been really doing my rosary consistently. It's just been a lot of, like, deep, deep depression. And there was a couple, I think it was yesterday, I was like, no, it was 2 days ago, because that was when therapy was. But I was like, there was a point that I was sitting, like, I was talking to my therapist, and I'm like, if this is how I feel this is how my cycle of life goes, but if I come to this point and I'm in the mental health, not mental health, if I am in being a religious sister, I don't know what I would do. Like, obviously, I wouldn't do anything to hurt myself. But I'm like, I don't want to feel this way in front of people. And for me, I'm somebody who, like, if I feel this one way and I'm in front of people, I will keep pushing myself to present happy and positive. But I'm like, that's not always true and stuff. So that's kind of another reason why I'm like, and I told her, I was like, I want to have a 5-year goal to get out of this house, and just being free of the small town life. Hopefully have more stability in my mental health, which, may or may not happen. Maybe 5 years is too early. I don't know. And it's all just up in the air. But, like, my sister was talking to me, she's like, I wish I was like you and had, like, a goal, like, what you were shooting for kind of thing. And said, she's like, in that aspect, I feel like our brothers, because they're just, like, so okay with how life is currently, Yeah, so it's just, I don't know. Like, I'm glad I have a goal of becoming a sister, but at the same point, I'm like, if I keep feeling like this, I'm just like, it's gonna suck. But with to heal, you need time. 5 years should be plenty of time. Also, I don't know if I told you guys this. Me and my dad have started working on the house. We've already installed 3 windows. Those are the 3 windows we wanted to install. They let in so much more light in the house, which is great. Also, we have already put the trim up around the house, and now all we have to do is do the siding. And we're doing it in sections, so like every 3 feet we're putting up more more tar paper. That's just how we're doing it. Makes the most sense. I don't know. Yeah, but I think Dad's not currently right now, but he's making like a little stand so he doesn't have to bend over as much, because my dad is 70. He's going to be 73 this year, which is just so mind-boggling to think. Yeah, so that's kind of how personal things have been going on. I have written over 24,000 words this month. I plan on doing a little more writing today. I want to read my introduction to prayer book and then do a writing session on it after. But yeah, I've done that. I've also worked on JJ's story. I am currently in the middle of in the beginning parts of Act 3. The Shelly's works I haven't really worked on. My picture books haven't worked on. Just worked on JJ's story. So Grace's young adult books. Um, yeah. And then, hold on. I'm fading out. I need to take a little break and then I'll be right back, okay? I'll be back. Okay, I can't remember what I was going to say next, but I will say I'm just going to go into like my reading goals for the month of May. So for the month of April, I really am struggling with months today. I finished one book, which was Doing Something Beautiful for God, a book about the essential teachings of Mother Teresa. After that, I began reading the Introduction to Prayer book. This is a book that my priest gave me. I'm currently on part 6, and there's 7 parts, so I have 2 more days worth of reading on this. I plan on doing one reading today and maybe another one on Saturday, possibly. I don't know, it just depends on how things are going. After I get this book done, I am going to be going into A Light in the Shadow. This is a memoir of a lady's grandpa. So I'm going to be reading this next. It's also a pretty short read. I will do a review on this book whenever, well, I kind of say a review. I'll do a reflection on this book after I get done with it. But this is a book that I for sure want to get done in the month of May. The next book I would like to finish in the month of May is The Nocturnals. I haven't really been reading this, but I'm like over halfway through, and like if I do 30-minute reading sprints of it, I can get 9 chapters done, so it might just take me 2 different days to read it. And with that, I think I will do, I'm going to try to do 2 reading vlogs this month. Again, depends on how things go with the house and stuff, but I do those typically on Saturdays. So maybe this Saturday I'll do a reading vlog and have it up. I don't know. But so, wanting to read this book, wanting that to get done, and whenever I get done with the Nocturnals, I might do a review on it, but I highly doubt it just because it's a fiction book. And I don't really know what to say about it. But the next book I would read after that is this, I think it's a middle grade. This is The Princess Swap. It is Snow White and the Dragon and Sleeping Beauty and the Seven Dwarfs. Yeah, it's just is a really interesting book. And I got this from Walmart, so it's got like spray painted edges and stuff. My littles have been asking to read this book for a while, and I'm like, okay, we'll read it. Then the other books that I'm reading right now are the Complex PTSD book. This one is just a beast, so I'll probably read it for the whole year. The young adult book I'm reading is Dreaming About the Boy Next Door. I would say I'm about a third of the way through it. Really been enjoying it. Don't know what else to say about that. But the 2 books I would like to finish this month are Nocturnals and the Introduction to Prayer book. Those are just kind of the readings I've been doing. I also really, really want to get back into scripture, because I just started I can't think of the word, but we just started reading the Gospel of John, and it's so, I was going to say I love the story, but I love his writing and how he wrote it. But I just, like, that was the time that I was going through my heavy depression. I'm like, I can't focus on, I was just not active enough to listen to the scripture in the evening, because I was just like, after I ate supper, I was like, I'm tapped out, I'm done. But I'm really wanting to get back into that. If not today, then I'm definitely going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to try to do 2 readings to get caught back up to where I'm supposed to be, because I have journaling notes for day 99, 100, and 101. I'm on 102, like, I'm supposed to be reading 102, but I just haven't had the motivation to do it. Get back in with my rosary, also going to churches and praying rosaries there, and also doing Ascension. So on Ascension, there's an app, and it does daily readings, daily reflections, and stuff like that I would love to do. These are kind of just goals that I have for the month of May. Really, I just want to keep writing, get back into my writing. Prefer probably writing JJ's story, but if I feel the urge to work on on Bugs books or on my picture books, I will gladly do those. It just depends on who's out and about. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to be saying right now. We are also going to be starting signing soon, which will be super great. I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry, I'm fading out right now. But I just wanted to say this month has been kind of a rough month. But hopefully in the month of May I'll be starting to feel better, even though I am acknowledging that Mother's Day is coming up soon. And obviously my mother passed away, and she passed away in May. So this month might also be a hard month. But I'm going to give it my best try. And that's about all I can ask of myself, is to give it my best try, trying to accomplish things, and not be so depressed and so lackluster in life. But that's kind of all I got to say for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry I was really fading out towards the end. I just needed to get this video done. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're wanting to see more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. That feels weird to say. But I will definitely be doing more reading vlogs, hopefully on this channel, and also possibly doing some more writing videos. Also doing a 6 a.m. writing routine, at least for the summer. So that sounds interesting. Stick around. But that's all I gotta say. I hope you guys keep making fantasies come true, one story at a time, and I'll see you guys next time, okay? Bye!